Yes, this is the Korg D8 multi-track recorder, one of the first affordable digital recorders that the average person could go out to a music shop and buy. I remember paying about $1,800 for it, which at the time was something like 5 weeks worth of full-time salary. But anyway, here's a little bit of footage from back in those times. It's pretty gritty. All lost now, or hidden somewhere in storerooms under the houses of former band members who are now old and kind of weird like me. Anyway, I digress. What I wanted to talk to you about today was the effects system on the Korg D8. It's simple and a little bit antiquated, but it sounds really good. And I really believe that if you get one of these now, which you can do for probably under $100, you could use this effects system really creatively. Starting with something basic. It sounds pretty good. Press the edit button down here to make changes to your effects. And not all of them are single effects too. If you press the effect button up here, you'll find that there are multi-layers of effects. This makes it not only a multi-track recorder, but a multi-effects system. Having all of that in one unit was an enormous cost saving back in the day. Okay, now this effect. Electric bass simulator. Obviously that sounds terrible, but it does make a really good pitch shifter. Okay, that still didn't sound great, but there's more we can do with it. You can also put a delay on the pitch changes, which is interesting. But can we use it seriously? Maybe. Let's try tremolo. It works on similar parameters and sounds really good with some delay. So that on its own is not terribly exciting, but keep in mind you can send your recording through the effects system again, so really you can have infinite layers of effects. Another recording from the old days there. I just put that one in for transition really, because we're going to move on to filters. The filter sensitivity is really hard to get balanced, but it's worth taking the time because you can get some interesting sounds. Obviously I'm playing guitar now, but listening to this effect makes me think of synthesizers, particularly bass. I think you could get some really cool sound by recording a bass line and then using this effect. Or you could go dramatic. Remembering, of course, be creative. You can layer as many of these effects together as you want. Here's some bit crushing. Again, think outside that box. Think of all the ways you could use this effect. Okay, back to the more dreamy stuff. We talked about the pitch shifter before, but this is actually the chorus effect, which has a really unusual set of parameters you can control. And it just goes weird. How is this a chorus effect? Let's pull it back to something a bit more natural. So even that's a pretty heavy chorus sound, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on to ring modulation. It's kind of like a more melodic version of the bit crusher. Next up we've got Univibe, but this is actually made out of dual rotary effects. I find this one to be quite classy. Three criticisms: it's got a small hard drive, very short recording time and not upgradable. Second criticism: no connectivity to a computer other than digital in-out, which was basically unusable. Third criticism: no backlit screen. You need to be in a well-lit room to use this thing. Thanks for watching, friends. I really wanted to share this classic moment in my personal music experience with you. As I said at the beginning, it was expensive at the time, but just within the reach of the average non-professional musician. And apart from using it for a lot of recording at the time, I really was delighted with those onboard effects. So I hope you found that interesting. Please let me know any comments you've got about the Korg D8, because I'd be very interested to hear them. Have a good one. See you next time on Gear Facts.